Second referee, Mr. Ryan Vincent Corpus. Let's welcome our starting lineup from our Cabuyao Stars men's volleyball team. Let's begin with jersey number 3, Joshua Ramilo. At number 4, Miguel Andrew Dasig. Wearing jersey number 7, Gabriel J. Magsino. At number 15, Michael Christian Doria. Wearing jersey number 16, Jomar Soriano. And number 23, Jericho Adahar. Starting libero is our team captain, number 12, Aljun Centeno. Head coach, Mr. Christian Kitty Antiporta. Calling on our De La Salle University Spikers. Team captain wear jersey number 1, John Mark Ronquillo. At number 8, Diogenes Poquita. Wearing jersey number 9, Michael Noel Campton. At number 13, Nathaniel Del Pilar. Number 18, Jules Carlo De Jesus. And number 22, Joshua Jamiel Rodriguez. Starting libero is number 6, Menard Guerrero. Head coach, Mr. Jose Monsol Roque. This is match number 48, preliminary round in Pool B. Season 6,
Take a look at the starting lineup here for the Cabuyao Stars men's volleyball team. Again, we featured Eko Adahar a while ago, and he'll need to be busy here to get all his guys going as he gets set to face a DLSU EcoOil team who have yet to face a loss here this conference. And of course, let's see whether or not Ronquillo can back up his stellar play last time around with another one here today. He'll be number 1 and the one to watch out for DLSU EcoOil. Thank you very much for joining us here on Spikers Turf, the 2023 Invitational Conference. Ako po si Paul Del Rosario, alongside Noreen Go, Alexis Tinsay, patrolling the sidelines for us as well. And she mentioned a while ago, yes, it could be we are going to 5 sets because top-notch teams and not because may curse siya. So we're going to focus on that instead. But Noreen, we had a hard time separating these two teams, just talking about it before the game in terms of who could make the difference, in terms of where the separation will be. What would be important for both these teams as we get started here?
I think really in today's game, because what is at stake, we're saying, no, if Cabstars win, they will actually be number 1 and will boot VNS out. But if they lose, there will be some complications. So you want both teams to start out strong, and be consistent throughout the match. Easier said than done, but it has to be.
Well, we were starting out with a little rally there, but Owa Ramilo gets the first point here off the block.
Well, again, we look at the setting of Adahar. He will lead this. And of course, for the Cabstars, you're hoping for balanced scoring by this team. Oh.
And great start here for the Cabstars. It's funny because when you take a look at the Cabstars here, it feels like their scoring, especially when balanced, makes them one of the more dangerous teams here, despite the loss that they took earlier on in the pool stage.
Yeah, Magsino was big also in their matches here.
A lot of effort there from the Cabstars, but DLSU finally strike back.
Well, for La Salle, we've noticed na really these collegiate teams, they really mean business. They're here, obviously, as preparation for their tournaments like UAAP, NCAA. So La Salle, they should be at peak, at their peak, at their prime. So we expect them also to try to win this quick.
Service ace there for DLSU, courtesy of Noel Campton.
Well, Campton was, or is, I'm not sure, part of the national team, probably was. And what a performance, really. He showed a very young potential for our national team.
And Noel Campton evening things out here early on, 2 apiece. Good serve again.
Yeah.
Adahar with the setup, and that is long.
Yeah, we did see that follow through. It was a long one. He lacked that wrist action there.
Well, Campton still on the service line. The last game scoring 23 points. And that was not the highest pointer of LaSalle in that wild 5-set affair with the Philippine Air Force.
Well, you know, these two with Ronquillo and Campton, they're going to be the dynamic duo for LaSalle.
Campton again, still alive here. The setup, the soft touch, and De Jesus gets it a fall.
Very lean, we should say. De Jesus can stay in the air for quite some time, and he did. Look at this. He stayed, and then he put it down.
Yeah, the hang time was just unreal. As it looks like Campton has camped out there in the service line.
Yeah. Well, you know, we talked about the improvement of these players. I remember last conference, or what tournament I was watching, De Jesus would come off the bench just to serve a little defense, and that's it. And now you see him, the way he's playing, really very vital to LaSalle.
Ramillo on the service line here for the Cabstars after a service error. De Jesus. Good net defense shown here by the Cabstars. Now from the back, Campton has started to get going early, but that was actually a net touch here against Cabstars.
Yeah. I mean, that's one thing you want to check, really, if you're Cabstars. I mean, you're playing great defense. You don't want to be committing these net violations.
Now, if you are the Cabstars, you want to try and keep your errors down in their last matchup, even though it was only 3 sets, as another attack point scored there, courtesy of the wing spiker. They had a problem with the errors in the sense that they almost amounted to 20. They amounted to 20 errors in a 3-set matchup for them, and they'd like to keep that down.
Yeah, especially if you're playing against a very gritty LaSalle team.
Magsino on the service line.
Good serve.
And off the block, Ronquillo gets going.
Okay, 1 for Ronquillo. I'm going to start scoring. He did score, what, 29 points in that game. But well, we got to really commend Ran Abdilla, losing calls, but 47 monster points.
Yeah, not to put down itong si Ronquillo, but amazing that they won a game where their opponent scored more than 47 big points. And Ronquillo was needed there by LaSalle.
We have to also commend now the program of LaSalle really picking up, and they want to be contenders in the next UAAP.
Yeah. It's going to be a long way to go, considering the competition in the UAP. As the runner works for Rodriguez. See, Rodriguez only had 8 points in the last game. I say only because there were 3 players for LaSalle who scored more than 20.
Yeah. But we were talking about Adahar. What about Poquito?
Yeah.
Doing a great job also for LaSalle in terms of setting.
Almost a miscommunication there from the Cabstars. Free ball here for LaSalle to play with. And it felt like deja vu.
I was going to say, did you just press rewind and then play?
That sends us our first technical timeout. LaSalle up 8-5.
From the province of Laguna to making it to the volleyball scene here in Manila. Coach Kitty Anteporta is glad to showcase Laguna's talent with the Cabstars. Cabuyao's strategic edge lies in the unique approach of their shining setter, Adahar, who distributes the ball evenly among spikers. Unlike collegiate teams who rely on a sole star player, which can be predictable at times, this dynamic strategy makes Cabuyao a challenging team to scout and predict because of all of them can produce points. Let's not forget to answer the Pilipinas Live app poll, for both teams are gearing towards a good endgame. Back to set 1.
Thank you very much. I was Alexis Tinsay with that report. Now, just to illustrate her point here, in the top 20 scorers in this very big competition, mind you, the Cabstars have 2 players in the top 20. That is Josh Ramilo in terms of scoring, mind you. Josh Ramilo and Gab Magsino, who are going to be expected to perform here for the Cabstars if they want to get over DLSU. Good save
good
there.
save, yeah.
As Rodriguez just pushed that across. Buhay pa rin dito. The block is not good enough as the ball goes straight to Noringo.
I don't know who to give it to. No one's getting it. I'm still holding on to it.
Keep it. Iuwi mo.
Iuwi ko yan.
As we take a look at this again, just the blocking, the angle's just not right.
You can see that the hands of the blockers wasn't prepared well for that block.
Campton. Oh, that was a heavy hit, but great reception there. At buhay pa rin
Oh,
dito.
good save. Oh!
Just sending that across. And we keep going here. Another good rally to start out with.
Oh!
And Ramilo, well, we just talked about him a while ago, saying that he's going to be one of these guys today.
He should be like the main option of the Cabstars, but what a rally. That was one of the better rallies so far in this match.
And we just started, ladies and gentlemen. We're all tied up at 8-all. Jomar Soriano goes to the service line.
Oh, another good one.
From the back. And does anyone wonder how he scores 29 points, Ronquillo?
You know, I would say the form, you know, here you're going to see the form. It's like poetry in motion. Oh, it's so smooth, so slick.
Absolutely. As Ronquillo, number 18 in this tournament in terms of scoring, or rather number 16 in this tournament in terms of scoring.
Yeah, as you were saying, that Rodriguez serves that wide. Now we can see the weakness of LaSalle, their serves.
Go from one side of the court to the other. Adahar just popped that up. And Ramilo has seen that look multiple times and has scored, it feels like, every single time he's attacked the double block.
And when you see him go up for it, you know that, you know, he knows what's at stake. He wants to bring his team to the next round.
Campton sends it to the middle. De Jesus just pushes that across. Ramilo again, that time the soft touch. Talk about variety.
I mean, such a smart player. He knows that he's going to be defended well, so he's trying to add these drops into his game today.
Cabuyao now finding a bit of rhythm after being slowed down a bit at the start.
Yeah, they're having problems. LaSalle, they're having problems with their first pass.
And that time, De Jesus could not pop that up, and Ramilo has been on a tear here. Cue the timeout. DLSU had a 2-point lead going to the first technical timeout, now trailed by 3. Let's listen in.
Huwag yung antayin yung may mangyayari. Gawin niyo yung ano. Tulad na alam mo na ikaw. Expectin mo na. Talaga i-challenge mo yung sarili mo. Tapos, huwag tayo magpigil. Tumaas na yung bola. Gawa natin para na huwag mabigyan ng isipon yung kalaban. Kahit spin-spin yan. Mahirapan din. Madipig na lang konti. Sige lang. Diba? Tapos, tutok tayo. Pagdating ng pag-counter na block, tutok na.
Babi ako, go.
Well, DLSU trying to get things sorted out here after trailing. Now remember, it's now a 4-1 run in favor of the Cabstars.
It took a while for them to get going, talking about Cabuyao Stars, but as soon as they got going, boy, they're looking good. Oh.
What floor defense shown here by the Cabstars, and as I say that, it's a net defense of LaSalle who ends up with a point.
Finally, you know, if you're LaSalle, finally you find an answer to Ramilo, who has been actually single-handedly, you know, lifting the Cabstars. Oh, look at the front row right now of LaSalle. This is where they want to take advantage.
Well, let's see if they can hold on to this type of position, though, as Poquita sends it the other way. Adahar with the setup.
Oh.
Well, they didn't stay there long enough, talking about that front line of LaSalle.
Well, they still have one rotation. But yeah, you know, Magsino, for me, has improved so much in this tournament.
Well, Magsino has been shining here for the Cabstars.
Better pass.
Campton. Oh, he enjoyed that.
Did you see the hang time? And it was just, you know, just smartly directed through the blockers.
Okay, let's take a look at the hand time here, and you only realize how long he stayed up in the air in real time because slow mo na yun eh.
And we saw like the lower part of his body. Oh!
And that time, Ronquillo gets the better of that particular attack.
Well, the blocking now working for LaSalle. One-on-one there. Ronquillo just read that well.
Campton again, he already has an ace.
Good
service,
pass.
another great one.
Oh.
But that time, Ramilo has come to play here early on.
Ramilo means business here in any part of that court. He can, or he is lethal. Look at that. In the opposite.
Ramilo on service line. De Jesus with the reception. Going back to De Jesus. Slowed down by the blockers there. Adahar to Magsino. Timing not quite right. The setup. De Jesus.
Oh! Exclamation point for De Jesus, who actually knows that he's being targeted in terms of the serves.
I would love a peek into the mentality of players who are being targeted over and over again.
You should ask Joshua Mandal.
Yeah.
Because when he was with North Cotabato, that's what Signal did. Oh!
And that was as solid as blocks can get. Ronquillo coming out on top. Again, almost feeling like deja vu.
Yep. I mean, you can see that he's such a versatile player, you know, all around. That was, again, a one-on-one.
Del Pilar. That one sent long, looking for the check ball. Talking about the Cabstars. They're not going to get it. DLSU come away with the point.
Yeah, Dasig was asking for a check, but I don't think they're going to challenge it.
Well, this has been a tight contest here so far. Del Pilar on the service line. Sends that wide left.
Yeah, we saw as the ball left his hand, a kind of a miss hit there.
Well, the Cabstars are one of the best servers in the entire league. That's evidenced by that ace.
On cue.
Okay, I thought that it would have been my fault that if it was a service error, but no, I'll take credit for that ace instead. So we go to our second technical timeout. We'll be right back.
Professional. Isa siya yung nag-handle sa akin na coach na napaka-professional. Parang every training may iba't ibang program pero alam na yung gagawin na bawat player na sa amin na paano nila i-improve yung isang player, paano i-improve isang team. Ayun. Tsaka magaling siya mag-handle ng family.
Boost your watch list this November with Signal's Quick Boost. Enjoy more channels with no extra fees. Just load your prepaid box with loads 300 to 600 or pay your postpaid bill. Thank you very much for joining us here for Spiker's Turf as DLSU tie things up after that error. Ronquillo on the service line here. And taking a look at the service numbers, LaSalle's number 9. They've had 16 aces prior to this contest. You know, compared to Cabuyao's 20, which is good for number 4 in the conference so far, as Cabstars will enjoy that last error.
Yeah, and we have to say, you know, here in the first set, a lot of service errors on the side of LaSalle.
De Jesus skews that wide, and Cabstars up by 2.
Boy, he barely missed it. No, that was such a tough angle. But yeah,
This is
straight
a
airs.
well-balanced contest.
I think we're gonna go the distance here.
That's I don't know if you're trying to do reverse psychology or anything, but either way, Salle saying that that snuck in, and Ronquillo has had such a good start here.
Yeah, but there will be a challenge on the side of the Cabstars.
Ball in, ball out. That is the challenge that we have here. As Cabuyao await the decision. And since we are at the Paco Arena, katabi ko yung video challenge machine. And I can tell you right now, they are hard at work.
Well, in the men's game, really, you need to be very focused on the challenges.
Yeah. Well, they are going to show it now in short order. And that's exactly what I saw. Yes, ball in. Easy call, actually, for our officials to make. So DLSU will come away with a point.
Yeah, Ronquillo actually knew that that was good to celebrate it already.
Yeah. Jose Jesus on the service line. The setup to the other side, meeting at the net. Oh, barely got to it. The soft touch, the coverage is there from De Jesus. They go to Campton. No, Campton, not that time. Adahar, the setup to the other side, and that time getting in between the blockers and the net.
Yep, Soriano. You know, Soriano was stopped a lot the early goings of this set, but still at it. You love the attitude of Cabstars here.
Soriano now on the service line. As Cabstars looking to rub salt on the wound here, leading by 2 against DLSU. Campton. The rally is starting to develop here between these two. The defensive effort not there though. In terms of the numbers, in terms of the stats, it's not friendly to Salle coming when it comes to floor defense, despite the effort there from Guerrero.
But we have to give it to the Cabstars, though. I mean, they're really playing it smart here. Not just power, a lot of drop shots.
Yeah.
A lot of variety, actually.
Guerrero with the reception. And able to answer back here. De Jesus unable to reach it, and the Cabstars now up 21-17.
Romilo again with that.
And Ramilo just placing it where he wants to. Let's listen in the timeout.
Nangyayari, inaantay natin lumapit yung bola. Imbis na tayo sumusugod para kunin yun. Diba? Nag-aabang lang tayo eh. Sugod tayo, kunin natin yung bola. Hindi pwedeng lalapit ang bola sa atin. Hindi naman pwedeng ganun. Iniiwas niya sa atin. Tayo humabol sa bola. Ngayon, yung first ball natin, kaya may control tayo. Wala tayong makontrol eh. Kaya lumalo ko. Malayo pa yan, pre. Malayo pa yan.
Well, a few notes there for the DLSU EcoOil Green Archers as you take a look at the fact that the first ball is always going to be an issue, and the fact that they feel that they haven't chased a lot. So let's take a look this. Ito nga, mga ka-GS, it's game time. Lego. That's let's go for those who do not understand. And itong si King Shikawa is manifesting a pool sweep for the Green Spikers today. So Spikers Turf and another Salle fan here. Good luck, Green Spikers. Hashtag Spikers Turf 2023. So yeah, I mean, like the notes given there in that last timeout, trying to focus on the passing, trying to focus on just basically chasing the ball here.
Pretty much defense,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, Coach Jose Roque did stress that they need to control the balls and move, actually, when they're trying to do floor defense.
13-9 as the attack point count in favor of the Cabstars. Make that 14-9.
Really, the offense of the Cabstars just in a good place right now.
Yeah, the net defense and the floor defense in tandem for Salle just not coming up good here, at least so far. Soft touch from Ronquillo. Buhay pa rin dito. Guerrero with the setup, looking for Campton. Campton had to adjust.
Good save.
De Jesus from the back.
Oh!
And Salle needed that.
They needed that, yeah. That was huge, especially for me, for Jesus, because Jesus has been the target, you know, even of the drops. And, you know, Coach Jose Roque was actually talking a lot to Jesus.
May pride factor din yan, I'm sure.
That was a typical bawi.
Yeah.
Bawi hit for Jesus.
Better net defense shown by DLSU.
Well, that's how they were successful actually in this set. They're blocking.
Yeah, because in Salle, throughout the conference, number 3 in terms of blocking. Timeout on the floor. Let's listen in.
Yung ikot nila, yun yung pinakamalakas, okay? Kasi tatlo yung ano, di ba? At saka malalaki. So dito ka, baka pwede mong patakbuhin ulit. Di ba nakaisa si ano dito? Ha? Tapos iwan mo uli yun. Yung pipe ha, sino nasa pipe? Si Salle. O, ready ka, baka mamaya bigyan ka. Ha? O, go. One good stop lang ha. Stop lang ha.
Stop agad ha. Go for
Well, trying to get the DLSU's net defense to move around here, and they understand that, grabe, napakalaki ng front line ng DLSU ngayon.
And funny, for the Cabstars, their huddle was more of offense. You know, how, like you said, how will we counter the blocking of Salle?
Yeah. Again, number 3 in blocking with 47 kill blocks this conference so far. Talking about DLSU EcoOil. Looking for a check ball. They're not going to get it. Cabstars will not challenge this either.
Yeah, rare error actually by Joshua Ramilo, who has been huge so far in this set.
Just a 1-point lead here for Cabstars, or going back and forth here. No team wants to give way. And that time off the block, Ramilo pulling that one back after the error previously.
That's the way he is today. I mean, that's his game. You know, Ramilo, you'll get an error, you'll get blocked, but he's really just relentless. That's the word.
Adahar on the service line. Ooh, barely kept it alive as Del Pilar just pushed it forward. And now 1 point away from claiming the frame. Ramilo has been dangerous.
Yeah, but you have to credit half that point to Adahar, creating that opportunity for a one-on-one, and for Ramilo, that is a no-no.
Let's see how much they can save here. Talking about DLSU, if anything. Campton.
Oh, what a dig.
Campton again. Once maybe, twice, no way.
Yeah. Well, we know how talented Campton is, but they need more from him as he goes up to serve, and they are facing set point.
Again, Campton already with an ace in this game, and the last one, he actually led the teams in terms of aces with 2 against the Philippine Air Force.
Pretty safe serve.
And not a lot of power in that one. They go to De Jesus.
Oh!
Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, the first set between the Philippine Air Force and DLSU ended 37-35 last time around. Let's listen to this timeout.
Better pass, let's go.
Again, just making sure that they get this point here. Talking about the Cabstars, DLSU obviously will try to extend this one. And I think it's safe to say they're used to extended frames.
Yeah. No, but I'm sure that timeout really is just to remind them that we're still ahead. We have the advantage, you know, just one good pass, the coaches will always say.
And also, but possibly to freeze the server.
We will find out.
Yeah, we'll find out if it worked or not. Campton for Salle.
Oh.
And the timeout, well-timed, 25-23 here in favor of the Cabstars, who take set number 1 in what was a tight contest here, a prelude to things to come. And I think it's safe to say we're in for a good one here. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Spikers Turf Invitational 2023, where the Cabstars take set 1 against DLSU 25-23. It was back and forth. It was a hard-fought set, hard contested set. And Noreen, it is everything we expected from these two top sides.
We did. I mean, we know what's at stake again. No, we have to keep saying that because this is a very important match for both these teams. And what you like for the Cabstars, even if in the standings they trail LaSalle, they look like they're the more composed team in that first set. They look like the more focused team. And they did it with great defense, obviously great setting. Yeah, let's look at the numbers. Cabstars 16-12 in terms of attacks. LaSalle, whoa, 5 blocks. They're using that, but they'll need more because they lost the first set. And the 8 errors, I'm actually curious to know of those 8 errors, how many came from the serves?
Yeah.
Right? Because that was the weakness really of LaSalle, the service, especially at the start. Plus that last point, that service error.
Yeah, so the service error, at least at the very end, we knew did them in. But then what was the biggest difference for you between these two? I know the numbers couldn't really bear it out apart from the blocking being much in favor of LaSalle. How did the Cabstars get this over LaSalle? Was it really due to the efficiency of their attack?
I think so. I mean, Ramilo really just took charge. I mean, it wasn't perfect. We saw blocks. We saw 5 blocks from LaSalle, but they were unfazed. Yeah, that's why that's why I said they look like the more focused team, because with those, let's say, errors or stops, they get encouragement and inspiration from that, and they just built from there.
You know, LaSalle is actually the most efficient attacking team, at least based on the numbers. It didn't feel like that in the first set,
Right.
so let's see if they can change it here in the second as they draw first blood here in set number 2.
Yeah, and one of the strengths also of Cabstars is their serve. They've been giving LaSalle a really difficult time in setting up their play, so we didn't see a lot of middles in that first set.
Campton on the service line again, trying to make up for that last service error that cost him the frame.
We were talking about it off air. He didn't like that silence.
Yeah,
The silence in the arena
frozen out talaga.
froze.
As Ramilo scores off the block. Ramilo has been such a steady figure here for the Cabstars. Parang siyang North Star amongst the Cabstars.
Yeah.
Siyempre, kasabi ko lang, nag-service error bigla.
He's human. We have to give it to him. He's human. But I'm looking at his physique, you know, not the tallest,
Yeah.
obviously. He's like even shorter than Soriano, but then he really makes up with that, or for that, with his heart, the way he plays.
Del Pilar with the serve. That was a good serve, mind you.
Yeah.
The setup. And Mendoza getting in on the action here. You were actually wondering where he was in this game. He came in as a sub in the first frame in their matchup against the Philippine Air Force, starting the second set here.
Yeah, because I remember when I saw him pass, I'm like, oh yeah, that's young Mendoza. And we were introduced to him by VNS.
Who did they turn to here? Mendoza sends it back. And that time it is the Cabstars who pull another one back.
Yeah, Adahar this time running the middle. You know, that's why he is so good. Talking about Adahar is his ball distribution.
Gab Magsino, 12 points in his last game. Sends that long.
Well, he did have an ace in the first set and then a service error.
This early point of the matchup, perhaps as an error that he'd be okay with as long as he keeps on trying.
Yeah.
JM Ronquillo. Oh, still alive here. Free ball.
Oh,
Dumped
good save.
down. Boquita. And scoring off the block.
Yeah, I was actually wondering in the first set that how come they weren't going to JM Ronquillo. You know, we did talk about him at the top of the coverage, but towards the end, you're waiting for someone to take charge in terms of offense.
Yeah. Well, for a moment there for LaSalle, it felt maybe it was going to be Campton. As Doria pulling another one back here for the Cabstars, coming within 2.
Yeah, Doria looking at him also, not the tallest of middle blockers, but as effective.
Dasig with the serve. Ronquillo. And that was just misread there by Ramillo.
Yeah, obviously lack of communication there. That was actually a gettable ball.
Yeah.
One of the fairly easier attacks to retrieve. But yeah, miscue.
And right in between Ramillo and Centeno. As young Mendoza on service line, 4 points in his last game. And getting that off the blocker to the soft touch.
We did see, as effective, so smart. Doria just brushes it off the blockers.
2-point lead for DLSU EcoOil. As Jomar Soriano stands on the service line.
Great serve.
Poquita sending it the other way. Campton can score then. Doria.
Oh,
Great effort being shown by DLSU. Boy pa rin dito. Ramilo blocked. Doria finding the hole.
again, that is their strength so far, at least for today. Cabstars, just the variety of their shots. Really smart, just finding the hole.
Another look at that.
Huge hole.
Yep. If I were a donut, I'd send it back because the hole is too big. And service error there. DLSU get a brief respite after a mini rally by the Cabstars as Layug goes to the service line.
Well, that looked like pretty much like dodgeball for Ronquillo there. Good pass.
Oh, and Ramilo. Oh, it kept alive. Almost everyone was already went on except for LaSalle, who kept on playing.
Helter-skelter volleyball here.
They go to the other end, and they'll enjoy that block.
That was Doria teaming up with Adahar to shut down Campton.
Another look at that here. Oh, this was a slam dunk of a block.
That was Adahar, one-on-one actually.
Poquita. And Campton saying you can't do it twice. 2-point lead for DLSU going into our first technical timeout. We'll be right back. Welcome back.
Power Narine, just an update for EcoOil. Vince Maglino and Andre Espejo are suited up for today, but not here in the indoor as they actually played against FEU for UAAP Beach a while ago. The De La Salle indoor lineup remains unchanged except for the addition of Tantan De Castro, a rookie libero, enhancing the floor defense alongside his kuyas. Coaches Jose Roque and Arnold Lanyog have been actively training the rookies to ensure equal readiness for the upcoming UAAP matches. Having been scouted, the Cabstars are keeping a close watch on Noel Campton, prompting them to diversify their tactics. Despite the pressure, they've secured the top spot in the quarterfinals and aim to maintain an undefeated streak in the upcoming games. Let's see if they can bounce back for this set too. Let's not forget to answer the poll. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Alexis, and apologies for almost cutting you off before you began. But then that is going to be a tough task here for DLSU, considering that Cabstars are giving them all that they're worth here at the moment, because it has been a great and engaging contest between these two.
As you're saying that there will be a challenge, a net touch challenge. Okay, they called a net fault on LaSalle, and Ronquillo was sure he didn't, so thus the challenge.
All right, so let's see if they have a point here as we take a look at the challenge system in just a bit. And can I just note, dito lang ata na walang background music na Mission Impossible.
You missed that.
Yeah, no, I'm in shock na there's a lack of Mission Impossible energy here. So take a look at that. And ooh, clear as day here. Net touch, so unsuccessful challenge for DLSU EcoOil.
I was looking at Young Mendoza giving some words to Ronquillo with a smile.
Poquita.
Oh,
Oh, and Campton with the dunk down.
yeah, this is a rotation they actually want to take advantage of. Because Dasig not the tallest of blockers, so yeah, I mean, Ronquillo can go over the blockers. Oh, silence.
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 That is that was his enemy a while ago.
Oh,
Not
good
this time though.
serve.
Oh, but off the block and the ad board just too close to Guerrero for him to get anything on that.
Ramilo again. You know,
Yeah.
what you love about the Cabstars are really, as we keep watching them, no, they're not the tallest of teams.
Yeah.
You know, it's only Magsino, but then again, they just have a lot of heart.
And the way that they play, really engaging, as Soriano couldn't score off the block. Ronquillo and Del Pilar combining on that one. I believe will be credited to Del Pilar.
Yeah, that block actually went back
Yeah.
to bite Soriano.
But you know, back on these Cabstars, you described them, I think it was off the air, that they're such a scrappy team. The way that they fight and claw for every point.
Oh,
And the energy that they bring, courtesy of Miguel Dasig.
it just also goes to show, no, they really want to be here. You know, the Cabstars, they want to be here. They're enjoying, and why not win a couple of games?
Well, they've done so much more than win just a couple of games here as they're knocking on the door of a playoff appearance. But of course, they have to do that against an undefeated Salle team who've just given a point back to the Cabstars.
And we are now tied at 10 apiece. Again, we did say this is going to be a close one.
It's sent long by Magsino as DLSU take the 1-point lead again.
Turtle pace here in the second set.
One-point lead for DLSU. Ronquillo on the service line. Soriano. Net defense alive here for DLSU. And avoided so many LaSalle hands.
Well, Soriano has been checked a couple of times, and what to do, right? Then use your volleyball smarts and just top spin to zone 1.
Poquito with the setup.
Oh,
And the reply there from Young Mendoza.
well, we're waiting. I'm sure the fans of Young Mendoza waiting for that kill. Look at that. Nobody home in zone 1 as well.
Well, you mentioned that the game is being played at a turtle's pace. Let's see who can become the rabbit here and rush forward.
Yep.
Poquita, Ronquillo, off the block.
Well, we don't see a lot of changes in the shots of LaSalle, and Ronquillo finally, you know, brushes it off the blocker. You know, it's really also a matter of surprise for both these teams.
Of course, it feels like at this point, this game could become more mental than anything.
Yeah.
Sino bibitaw as Soriano with the coverage here. Soriano attacks. And there is an injury here that they have to take a look at.
Yeah, we saw that collision actually.
Aljun Centeno on the ground. See what happened here. Accidental between him and Soriano. Oh, the knee, the left knee of Soriano making contact with the side of the head of Centeno. And still on the ground here.
He's probably hearing bells. You know, solid contact between the knee and any part of your face. Gonna either you'll see birds or hear bells.
Yeah, see birds, hear bells, maybe see stars for the Cabstar. But hopefully he is okay. Slow to get up here. Another look at that there. There's a collision there. with the left knee of Soriano, as he is now going to be attended to on the bench.
And Bustamante will do the libero chores.
Did not play in the last game. Talking about Bustamante. Will now have to step up here for Cabuyao. And it's great to see him, well, up and about here. Just very shaken up there, and understandably so.
But I'm sure he's going to come back.
Yeah. Soriano. Poquita with the setup. Campton. And that's a net touch.
The elevation of Campton and the hang time, it actually throws the blockers out of timing.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
Like he hangs so
they're,
long.
they'll hit the net.
Pababa na yung mga blockers.
Yeah.
Young Mendoza still on the service line here. 3-point lead for DLSU. Single block works that time. Soriano.
Oh.
And the kill block coming from Layug.
Yeah, they have read that cross court. Talking about LaSalle, blocking working for them.
Another look at that here. Soriano shut down and cue the timeout.
Maliit yung blocking nila. Kasi pag ginawa-score mo yun, ang laki ng middle nila. Babalik at babalik sa atin yan. Oh, good. Ikaw, good tayo. Pinatakbo mo. Nablock lang. Okay lang yun. Sige. Basta patakbuhin mo na patakbuhin na. Tapos ready in 5 ha. Oh, go, go, go.
Apat lang.
Sayang. Let's go.
Let's go. Ay, hindi ka din yan. May
Apat lang. Let's go.
Say. Jacob! Stars! Ay, energy.
Tayo ha.
Well, probably as expected, the net defense of DLSU posing problems here for the Cabstars, and they're trying to find ways around it.
I like that huddle. You know, coach was telling them, that's right. That's the right thing to do. Na-block lang, you know. Let's just keep going at it. Obviously, they're following a game plan based on scouting reports.
And again, this feels already like a playoff game here for the Cabstars, considering that this could be the game to preserve their playoff lives.
Yeah.
And of course, DLSU wanting to secure top spot here. Soriano, soft touch. And the gap there behind the blockers, the coverage just not present.
Yeah, that's why, you know, it's really smart for Cabstars or of Cabstars to just keep doing what they're doing. If they get blocked, okay, we can find other ways to score.
Tomas Soriano, who has become more and more of an influential figure here for Cabstars as this set is going.
Yeah. Oh, good save.
What a save there as Ramilo forces to send it back. And unfortunately for the Cabstars, neither Bustamante or Soriano able to get to that. And we go to a second technical timeout with DLSU up by 4.
Father figure. Dinadala niya yung pagiging father niya sa court. Binibigyan niya kami ng mga good advice. Kahit may ginagawa kaming mali or what, sasabihin niya sa amin, mali yan. Tapos pag may ginagawa kaming tama, sasabihin niya tama. So, sobrang father figure ko talaga si coach ko.
Watch PBA 3x3 second conference this year, every Monday and Tuesday, only on One Sports, PBA Rush, and on Pilipinas Live. PBA 3x3, lakas ng tatlo. Welcome back. You're still watching the Spikers Turf 2023 Invitational Conference here at the Paco Arena. Paulo Del Rosario alongside Noringo, Alexis Tinsay on the sidelines for us here as Ramilo unable to score due to the blocking of LaSalle. Campton, not that time. Centeno giving it to Ramilo. Going long that time. Poquita finding Campton.
You know, again, the the way he hits it, that delay, that slight delay. See the blockers, he was reading the blockers and he knew which angle to put it.
It feels like he's daring everyone to see how long he can stay up in the air, and he reads everything perfectly. DLSU up now with a 5-point lead, the biggest of the game actually. Ramilo slowed down there. He'll try another time. That time trying to be a bit different. And oh boy, but dito,
Yeah, still
the effort
alive.
shown by Salle. And that time, Ramilo finally scoring.
Well, we did say Ramilo is just relentless, but yeah, I mean, we have to commend Salle for keeping that ball in play. But Ramilo,
Well, Ramilo did not even score in double digits in their last game. There were actually three other Cabstars who scored in double digits. But he's been playing here. But DLSU pulled that one back, courtesy of Del Pilar.
yeah. Well, you'd see if Salle goes to that, the variety in their shots, that's when they're successful as well. And yeah, I mean, a pretty comfortable lead for Salle.
Well, we asked a while ago which one will stop playing at a turtle space and evolve into a rabbit. And Salle is hopping forward.
Yep. Oh,
Siyempre, as I said that, Magsino was like, hey, look, the turtle wins, right?
the turtle will get to the end line.
Yeah, so let's see. Let's see which wins in this case.
Well, that's a smart set by Adahar, running the middles.
Speaking of, Adahar here on the service line. Salle. Del Pilar unable to score. Great stop by Soriano. He'll try again. Ramilo not getting across the net.
Yeah, it was too low, but a lot of coaches will challenge that. And not this time.
I was waiting for a card to be brought up, but yes, not that time. As all Campton on the service line here for Salle. Only a single ace, but the way that he serves, especially when he wants to score, it comes with a bit of venom. Oh, what a save there from the substitute libero. And Ronquillo reintroduces himself to the Cabstars. It feels like we haven't said his name enough here in the second set, but either way, time I call by the Cabstars. Let's listen in.
Buhin muna natin yung mukha natin. Okay? Masyadong stress ang bigat Next, pag didepensa tayo, di ba? Nakaganto, hindi nakaganto. Nakaupo na agad tayo. Kaya yung mga tumatapon, hindi tayo makapag-react agad ng mga kasi nga, nakaganto tayo. Tama?
Laban na kayo dyan.
Go. One good pass na.
Hey! Isa-isa tayo. Malayo pa yan. Last mid pa sila. Sir, go! Stars!
Enjoy nyo ulit. Ang bigat sa loob.
It's nice to see Centeno back in the action here. A while ago during the huddle, he was still holding on to his left jaw.
Yeah. Well, but again, we know that they know what's at stake here and they want to beat Salle. Good start for them. They won set number 1.
20-14 for DLSU, as we mentioned a while ago. A relatively comfortable lead, but anything can change here as we take a look at the numbers of Campton. 4 excellent receptions already, a single ace, and let's see if he can build on that here.
Another good one.
Ramilo with a soft touch. Ronquillo. Back to Ramilo, and why not?
Yeah, the blockers weren't established. Again, props to Adahar for such a great set. No, actually, it was Centeno.
Yeah.
From the back, welcome back.
Centeno getting a pat on the head there for his efforts. Ronquillo just using the blockers.
Yeah, just a smart hit there by JM Ronquillo. Well, Salle can afford now to play side-out volleyball and get to 25 and actually tie this match at 1 set apiece.
And this is the type of action that we expected from these two. But that time sending it a bit long here for the Cabstars to try and take advantage of. And we've seen stranger things with regards to the scoring. No, I still have not seen the series Stranger Things. Should get to doing that. As that one sent a bit low. Mm-hmm. 22-16 should be the count instead of the ones on your screen at the moment. As Doria pulls one back, and that felt super simple.
You know, Adahar is just enjoying himself. He's doing the no-look kind of sets.
Well, it says 21 on the screen here for DLSU, but really should be 22. So it's 22-17, that's the score. Make that 23-17.
Boy, huge service errors on the side of the Cabstars here at the latter part of the second set.
Well, that may do it, at least for the frame for the Cabstars. As DLSU, with Young Mendoza on the service line, will try and put a bow on this. Soriano. Poquita. Oh, to Young Mendoza, who flew in.
Well, with the addition of Young Mendoza to this lineup of LaSalle, it adds obviously more firepower for LaSalle.
And definitely a lot of firepower in that one. Soriano. Looking for a check ball, and they'll get it.
Courtesy of Layog, that poker face said it all. That was what gave him away.
Well, if the Cabstars want to steal this frame, they got to pitch a perfect game from this point on. Soriano. Doria pulls another one back.
Saves one. Cabstars saves one set point. Oh.
And Soriano unable to get that on target. And my partner's reaction says it all, because that was a missed opportunity there for the Cabstars. 25-19 at the end of set number 2. All knotted up at one set apiece, as these two are living up to the billing. We'll be right back. Don't go away. $25-19 at the end of set number 2. The DLSU EcoOil getting this one over the Cabstars after falling in set number 1. Let's take a look at the highlights here of set number 2. And it felt like midway through, that's when DLSU just reached a different level here.
Well, I think I think with with a change in rotation by Coach Roque, really, it made all the difference, bringing in Young Mendoza, bringing in Layug. You know, I mean, these changes made all the difference, and you can see better offense on the side of LaSalle. So, yeah, I mean, we are knotted at one set apiece, and we'll see for LaSalle. But for the Cabstars, what changed really also was what Coach said. You know, their demeanor inside the court. Look at some numbers. Attacks even at 15 apiece, blocking LaSalle. But it's the errors of the Cabstars. You know, that's 5.
Yeah.
Easily 5. A 5-point difference.
Yeah, you know, you have to feel that the blocking, even though DLSU's blocking did not come out to play as much as in the first frame, where they had 5, LaSalle still managing to steal the frame there. Now, it's not necessarily the team that starts the best. It's a team that really creates some separation that wins here, at least based on the first 2 frames that we saw. Again, thank you very much for joining us here on Spikers Turf 2023 Invitational Conference, where DLSU are trying to stay undefeated here against the Cabstars. Cabstars looking for a spot in the playoffs, and DLSU just looking for the top seed here. But then, you know, saw the numbers a while ago. DLSU did not get the blocking necessary compared to set number 1, but still got the win. And you have to feel if DLSU find their form blocking again, it might be more difficult here for the Cabstars.
I totally agree. But one thing also that they improved on vastly in set number 2 was their first pass. You know, able to distribute the ball. And, you know, for me, really, the addition of Young Mendoza made a whole lot of difference for LaSalle.
Yeah, he only played in that second set, and lo and behold, they won that a bit comfortably here. Talking about DLSU.
Oh.
And Del Pilar getting that one in.
Well, it's important for the Cabstars to forget about that second set. You know, I mean, they still won the first set, so we are even.
Yeah.
No room for those kinds of errors. We didn't see a lot of that, or we haven't actually seen that in this match, and it's not that right time to do it.
Yeah, and in a game wherein this could determine whether or not you enter the playoffs, you got to get your act together. And scoring off the blocker, that is Dasig.
Showing us that height is not might there. Going up against the taller blockers and brushing it off.
Again, the Cabstars, they may be not so vertically gifted in terms of height. They are making up for it with a lot of heart and a lot of scrappiness here at Buhay Pa Rin Dito. Good save and a miscue coming from DLSU.
Yeah, I mean, Poquita, when he turned around to try to get it, the libero was in his face, so a miscue there. I mean, wasted opportunity for LaSalle.
Still just a 1-point lead here for the Cabstars, though. Cabstars trying to create some separation. Mendoza! Oh, my goodness. You mentioned him a while ago. He was missed in that first set. In the second, he was a difference maker. And here in the third, he's putting an exclamation point in this one.
Yeah, they need him. You know, of course, LaSalle, you obviously got the momentum after winning that second set. So you want to end this in 4.
And the Cabstars striking back, though.
Yeah, Magsino again. But we did say he needs to get his serves in.
Absolutely, as Magsino will try and hammer that down. Great reception there from Campton. And LaSalle, courtesy of Layug, evens it up.
Yeah, Layug also came off the bench in the second set and made a difference.
So DLSU, and actually both DLSU and the Cabstars here are showing, it feels like renewed energy here. It feels like there's more pep in their steps. Oh, what a save there. That's a free ball here for the Cabstars to play with. Who they turn to? Soriano. Looking for a check ball, they'll get it.
Again, Layug. He doesn't react. If he touched that ball, he won't react, and you know it was a check ball.
Sometimes it's yan yung honesty system niya, yung mukha niya.
Giveaway.
Yeah. That's it. 2 points already, courtesy of 2 attacks. Oh, and Campton just mistimed that. Well, the connection not quite here for DLSU early on. 2-point lead for the Cabstars. And you have to feel there were 2 points at least here, wherein it was the not being connected of LaSalle that cost him the point.
You're right. The miscues, no, uncharacteristic.
Yep. Mendoza couldn't get the point there. That time it was Doria who enjoyed scoring that one.
I mean, this was a perfect setup, but yeah, Doria, that was Doria just closing the door on Young Mendoza.
Mendoza, that time off the blockers. Well, that's more like it for Young.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a smarter hit for Young Mendoza.
Change of liberos here for DLSU as De Castro comes in.
Yeah, for the Guerrero, right?
Yeah. Speaking of Young Mendoza, now on the service line. It felt like in the end game of that second set, he was just staying there. But will now get off that service line as Cabstars go to the first technical timeout with a 3-point lead. We'll be right back.
Pau and Noreen, back to the Cabstars. I actually got to talk to Gab Magsino and Michael Doria, who both produced double digits last game. And for this week, floor defense and cross-court blocking were their main focuses for training dahil kilala na mga mamamalo ang LaSalle players. And that is true given EcoOil now earns the top spot in the spiking division. They actually feel very lucky to step on court in the spikers turf because the last big competition Cabuyao played in was last year in the SK Inter Laguna competition, which was held annually and regionally. Despite them feeling honored to have graced the top 2 spot in the quarterfinals, 70 to 80% pa lang ang naipapakita daw nila. Kaya hihigatan ba daw nila ngayon? According to Gab, for Michael Doria, he's hoping to extend his pro volleyball career for a lifetime as he just graduated and wants to do this in the long run. Back to set 3 as Layag sets the ball.
Thank you very much. I was Alexis Tinsay with a wonderful report there. And of course, wanting to keep doing what you love beyond school, that is the dream.
But for you to do it for a lifetime, you need to find the fountain of youth.
Oh, you need the fountain of youth. Or pwede naman after his playing days, mag-broadcasting ka rin.
Oh.
Just stay around the sport.
Yeah.
9-6 here in favor of the Cabstars. Not the start that DLSU wanted here in set number 3, as Campton will try to change that narrative.
Yeah, they need to come back. I mean, it was a great response by the Cabstars, you know, the start of this third set. But if you're LaSalle, again, you don't want to be number 2.
Yeah.
Because if you lose this, chances are you will be number 2, win over the other, and Cabstars may be number 1. That's what we're reading, but we will confirm that in days to come.
There's a lot of math that will have to happen here because VNS is also going to play their last game, which they are expected to win. And again, with all due respect to PCU Dasma, it's a game that the VNS teams expect to win in straight sets. And that could be a factor here when it comes to the mathematics.
Right.
Should the Cabstars even win this game?
But what I read is if the Cabstars win, that's it for VNS.
There you go.
Because even if they win straight sets, they will just remember that the 7-10 score of VNS and Cabstars. So anyway,
we will find out
we will
together.
We will confirm.
Campton.
Oh,
and the blocking that time, Mendoza coming in on this one. So he's not just there to score, he's there to play some net defense. You're talking about how much of a game changer he could be, and Mendoza has been that here for DLSU.
Yeah, I mean, if he can do it both in offense and in defense, that would be huge for LaSalle.
Campton. Good serve again. Oh, and that time, Paquito cannot turn around. And Magsino apologizing to Paquita. Or look at that here.
Yeah, you love it when, you know, all these players just apologize, but you know it's just part of the game.
Yeah. I think Pokita didn't even feel like an apology was needed kasi shoulder naman yung natamaan. Now, had that been a face-on collision, different story. As Ramiro already with 15 points in this game. Oh, and barely kept alive here. Mendoza.
Double jeopardy. It gets through, and the net violation.
Now look at that again. Mendoza has been a game changer.
He's just so light, no, when he goes up. It's such a joy to watch.
Slowed down there by the net defense. Mendoza again.
Why not? Why not? Send it to young Mendoza.
Oh, young man getting that done, tying it up at 11 apiece.
Boy, Pokita has been milking Mendoza. And you know, you did say we haven't mentioned a lot of Ronquillo here.
Yeah.
That could be the game plan for LaSalle.
And that time, the reply coming from the Cabstars, regaining the lead.
Yeah. This is the time that you know you're excited to see what unfolds because both teams are in this game.
And really nothing separating these two in terms of the quality, as Mendoza elected for the safe return.
Oh.
And you have to feel that that was a bit self-inflicted by DLSU.
Yeah, I mean, again, you know, if Cabstars start going to those drops, LaSalle has to adjust their pattern.
Hitting the tape and out. Well, sometimes the tape helps, sometimes the tape just stops it from getting in, as evidenced by that. Speaking of, J.M. Ronquillo on the service line here. 29 is the last game, a bit more muted here in this one.
No, but he hasn't been getting a lot of touches, though.
And the strike coming from the Cabstars hits the challenge system machine here. But that means DLSU now trail by 2.
Well, Cabstars again, no, stepping on the gas here at the mid part of the third set. Oh, good save.
Almost getting that through. Required a lot of effort there from the Cabstars to deal with. Mendoza. And with the flex coming down, Mendoza is in his groove.
And a little stare down there with Adahar. This one.
Well, we do say that this is where power meets passion.
That's true.
Adahar.
Oh, good stop there by Layog.
Kept alive here, though. And the coverage not quite there.
Soriano, just a smart player.
Well, Pokita, right after that, actually just had a quick look and conversation with Gloria, saying that he's got to slide in there for the coverage. Soriano has been contributing here as well, almost just a point away from hitting double-digit figures.
And taking the pressure off of Ramilo.
Yeah. There, Gloria was looking for the check ball, not getting it. And the Cabstars send us to our second technical timeout with a 3-point lead. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Yung mga tao na kakalabanin namin, kumbaga sila, well-equipped silang lahat. May mga nuclear pa sila, ganun. Kami baril-baril lang. Kaya yun, siguro mas dadagdagan namin yung training namin. Lack kami ng power, siguro ang gagawin natin, diskarte na lang. Kung paano kami pupuntos, kung mahina man or malakas. Kung malakas man, bonus na sa amin yun. Kung mahina, mas okay na din. Basta as long as manalo kami.
The first ever NBA in-season tournament is here. Watch all 30 teams battle it out for the NBA Cup from November 4 to December 9, only on NBA TV, Philippines, One Sports, and Pilipinas Live. Hashtag NBA on Signal, hashtag always a fan. Welcome back to the 2023 Spiker Surf Invitational. I had to stop Noreen for talking about LeBron James, pero dito muna tayo.
Well, obviously Soriano is not a fan of these timeouts and technical timeouts because of a couple of service errors after.
Absolutely. And they cannot keep this alive here, and Poquita actually fixing the camera that he may have ran into. So 17-14 here for the Cabstars after that one.
Well, Cabstars actually doing a good job in keeping LaSalle at bay here. You know, that 2-3-point advantage.
Michael Doria on the service line here for the Cabstars. Campton.
He's back.
He's back.
He's back with a vengeance.
Felt like he had a very, very explosive first set and reintroducing himself here.
Boy, he had blockers in front of him, but it's
Does
like,
not matter.
yeah, it does not matter.
Of course, a reply there from Magzino, who's had a great game as well. He's complimenting the play of Josh Ramilo as well as Soriano.
Yeah, I mean, again, Adahar just setting it really a smart set.
Campton. And Magzino unable to save that. Just a 2-point lead here. The Cabstars have EcoOil breathing down their necks.
And Campton to serve.
Campton. Good serve again.
No.
But again, the floor defense has been suspect for LaSalle from time to time in this game.
Well, prior to that, you know, that's how much LaSalle has respect for Ramilo, really, because, you know, all the blockers were just focusing on Ramilo, so Magzino had all day to hit that, or to push that. Oh!
And Magzino with the shutdown block. And cues a timeout here, 20-16. Let's listen in.
Si Magzino, yun ang ginagamit niya. Hindi niyo napansin, ilang ulit na yan, puro doon lang. Sabayan niya lang yung bola, kalabit. Wala nagbantay. Ano ba usapan?
Yung pag nagsabi ka ng ikot, ikaw na kumuha ng middle.
Ayun, napansin ko naman, pag bumapalo ang middle nila, papababuhin mo yung middle. Eh, babantayan naman. Pakagatin mo lang. Si JM, walang bola. Ang liit ng kalaban.
Well, DLSU trying to figure out this Cabstars team who is really playing above their height, it feels like. But Magzino is playing to his height.
And LaSalle actually has had enough of Magzino.
Well, that is a way to answer that as JM Ronquillo gets a score down. They actually specified JM in particular in that huddle. Why so?
Well, how many times has he scored with those pushes, plus that that last block? So, you know, Coach Jose Roque is just reminding, you know, these are our options. May babantay.
Chris Hernandez coming in as a service specialist here for DLSU. 11-15 in terms of attack points here in favor of the Cabstars in the set so far. And a net touch here from Layug, or maybe Mendoza.
I saw him fixing his shirt after that. Could be the jersey.
Yeah. 21-17 here. Another look at that, and ooh, yeah, the jersey for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I believe the rule is jersey is part of the body.
No, you can't touch the net.
Yeah.
Even your hair, your jersey.
Oh, and Ronquillo is coming to life here. 21-18, still doable.
Well, they need somebody to lift their spirits. I mean, this is a pretty formidable 6 for LaSalle, but someone's got to like take charge. Oh,
As we say that, sends it straight to the net. Now the captain sending it straight to the net, and Cabstars are looking to push to a 2-set lead. 2-1 set lead, rather. Mendoza,
oh, good cover.
Adahar. And that will go LaSalle's way. Overreaching.
Soriano was tempted and he bit. Look at this.
Yeah.
It's just within reach. Eh.
Yeah, understandable. It's right there. Oh, and what an answer. As the Cabstars are within 2.
Boy, you know, the contribution of the players of Cabstars, we did talk about the balanced scoring. We're seeing it now.
Yeah.
Earlier, it was Ramilo. Right now, you see Soriano, Magsino. But I wouldn't be surprised if Ramilo could indeed try to end this 3rd set.
Campton. Speaking of, Ramilo, not that time. Kept alive. Oh, and they touched it. Free ball here for LaSalle. Campton.
Good save.
Soriano with the save. Campton again.
Adahar got a hand at that, literally.
And what a sequence. Timeout from the Cabstars as Campton pulls LaSalle into the 20-point mark.
Kailangan ko ng one good pass, ha?
Hinga lang, hey.
Set, ha? Kailangan ko ng one good kill. Ha? Oh, go.
Go for last. Tapos, guys. Kuya, bawal yung mic.
Light-hearted the Cabstars are, despite the pressure being shown. They wanted to get the boom mic and speak into it themselves.
No, but I think they're pretty happy with the way they responded after losing the 2nd set. I mean, they're playing huge here in the 3rd set.
3-point lead for the Cabstars. The LSU chasing. Layo on the service line.
Oh.
And Albiate will challenge this ball in, ball out. And at least from our angle, that looked close.
Very close. But it's within the view of the first referee, you know?
Yeah.
So we shall see.
That's going to be a tough call for sure, as they are now checking for the right time for it. Again, thank you very much for joining us here on Spiker's Turf. And it is a bit close here, at least closer than maybe some people would have expected. Of course, the commentary I'm giving you right now is me peeking over the shoulder of the video challenge referee. Ball in, ball out, and ooh, not quite.
Not quite. Yeah, I mean, again, you know, that's just within the line of sight of the referee.
Yeah. So with that, Cabstars are 1 point away from going 2-1 over DLSU EcoOil.
Guess who's in front? Magsino and Ramilo.
And Adahar is ready to get things going as well. So a timeout to freeze the server. Let's listen in.
Kuya, bawal sa amin yun.
Listen.
Pasahan muna natin, ha. Ngayon, support at pagdating doon sa supportahan mo na lang yung basta pasunurin mo lang muna. Eh, pag wala, bigay. Hindi, meron sa gitna. Tara, tara. Let's go, let's go. Isang pasa, isang pasa. Apat.
Well, LaSalle have a lot of work to do here if they want to extend this frame. 4 unanswered is the call against the Cabstars, who are now just 1 away after what has been a excellent third frame for them.
Yeah, but we've seen a lot of comebacks, you know, a lot of rallies. So LaSalle hoping for 1 here.
Campton, well, that's 1.
That's 1. That's 1, but they need 3 more.
And they need to be perfect from the service line as well. It will be Poquita.
And look at the front row right now of LaSalle. That's what, you know, a couple of blocks maybe, a couple of stops. But your guess is as good as mine who Adahar is going to go to.
And that will be overreaching there against LaSalle. And that will do it for set number 3. 25-21 in favor of the Cabstars as we take a look at that again. Close.
Close.
Close. I'd say that's close. But either way, the referee made the decision, and the Cabstars lead 2-1. We'll be right back. Two to one in favor of the Cabstars here, 25-21 in set number 3. And let's take a look at some of the highlights here. And you take a look at what the Cabstars did. They did exactly what LaSalle did in set number 2, which was midway through, create some separation and keep it.
Yeah, and again, credit really goes to Adahar, you know, setting it to the right person at the right time, because they acknowledge the fact that LaSalle is good in blocking, so they were countering it the entire time, the entire third set. And again, you like the response after losing the second set. They came back in the third set more focused than they did in the second set. Let's just look at some numbers here. Attacks went their way by 3, even the block. So the blocking actually, because of great setting by Adahar, the block was limited to 1. Everything else is pretty much even, but it's really, I think it's the attitude of the Cabstars, you know, the energy, they increased the level of their energy in that third set.
It really feels like the Cabstars have done their homework to nullify the strength of LaSalle, which is their blocking.
Yeah, yeah. For sure. That's why, you know, it was just 1 in the third set.
Yeah. So LaSalle starting to find their voice here, or at least their bench is giving them a voice. 1-point lead here. Pokita on the service line para sa DLSU, EcoOil. Tasig.
Oh, good dig.
Pokita. Giving it to Ronquillo. Buhay pa rin dito. Yes. Ramilo, we haven't heard of him as well for a while because there were so many stars for the Cabstars coming up.
Yeah, I mean, Soriano and Magsino played huge in that third set.
Yeah.
But it could be, you know, they actually let Ramilo rest a bit. Maybe this is his set. Not that.
Not that. And Ramilo, just with a smile on his face, are knowing that, oh, he should have done better.
Yeah. Especially after that celebration, after that kill. Then you go to the service area and then you serve it to the net.
Tawag mo dyan, anticlimactic.
Oo.
Campton sends it straight to the net, so just returning the service error. Again, DLSU chasing now. Undefeated this conference. Got Magsino on the service line here.
Oh, better serve.
Young Mendoza.
Oh! Well, we did talk a lot about him in the second set, a bit neutralized in the third. But he's back.
Well, there he is. Young Mendoza gives DLSU the lead here. Del Pilar with the serve. Tasig. So there has been that gap behind the blockers that the Cabstars have taken advantage of over and over again. We've seen that large donut hole.
Yeah, they're just reading the defense. They saw Del Pilar manning the back, so it's the best way to drop.
And the answer there coming from Layog.
Yeah, he has to be part of the offense. You know, Layog has to be, and Del Pilar, you have to try to change things up, really. Talking about LaSalle.
Ronquillo on the service line. 1-point lead for DLSU. Soriano. Back and forth. No team letting go here.
Yeah, two blockers in front of you and not a problem for Soriano. Good pass.
And Pokita tried to play quick. And trying to go down the line there. Ronquillo just missing the mark.
Well, I feel for LaSalle, you know, those hits, you don't want to go to, you know, too tight of an angle. You just get it inside the court. I mean, trust your skill.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, that was a good block there. We go back to Mendoza, though. Different result as Mendoza gets the point.
Well, it's getting interesting at the net when Mendoza's there.
Mendoza on the service line here. As the LaSalle faithful show their appreciation. And Ramilo just slammed that down.
Well, did you see the way he angled that hit, really just to hit it off the blocker?
Look at that there, just getting it off the hand of Layug.
Yeah. Oh.
Doria with the reception. Ramilo, the push, no good. They go back to Ramilo. That time the net defense working for DLSU.
Oh.
Overcooked with the push.
But that's the right thing in mind.
Yeah.
You see that back row, that back court of LaSalle was pretty much empty.
Layug on the service line here for DLSU.
Yeah, LaSalle has to win this fourth set to force a fifth set. On the other hand, Cabstars want to finish it here in 4.
Oh, and the dunk down not quite there, but Ramilo trying to make something out of nothing.
Oh!
And it's one of those things where in LaSalle just paused for a split second.
I mean, it was a net infraction. Everything really,
Yeah.
it was meant to be. Cabstars point.
Centeno with the setup to Dasig.
Oh,
And that was also meant to be Cabstars' point as we go to our first technical timeout with the Cabstars up by 2.
Pau and Nareen, Coach Jose Roca emphasized in the huddle that there is a need for both intention and intensity on the court. Hindi na pwede yung nagdududa sa court kung lalakasan pa yung palo. Coach Arnold Lanyog, on the other hand, is asking them to double time and put in the double effort na habang binabasa nila yung setter, kailangan nakatapat na rin sila sa spiker. This is a time where there should be no excuses according to the LaSalle coaches, as it's the set that can make the Cabstars take home the victory. J.M. Ronquillo points out to the team that everyone seems to have stiffened up. Nakalimutan na nila mag-celebrate ng puntos. Let's see if they can take back this set. Let's not forget the ball. Back to you, Pau and Nareen.
Thank you very much. That was Alexis Tinsay with that report. And there, cue the celebration after scoring as mentioned by Alexis.
yeah, I mean, if you're LaSalle, what you have to learn is, you know, the energy, the level should be consistent.
Yeah.
You celebrate, you know, until you win the match.
Yeah.
Not you celebrate after a few points, celebrate after the first set. It has to be there.
Magsino, well, he hung up in the air, had a look, and then finally tapped it down.
I think that's the game plan. Just put your arms up and just tap it wherever. But he has been
It's
successful.
working.
Yeah.
It's working. Ramilo on the service line.
Oh!
Misread by Young Mendoza. And
Yeah.
dangerous time here for LaSalle, considering that it's a 3-point lead here, 10-7.
Yeah, that was the wrong decision, obviously, to let it go last minute.
Okita. Del Pilar with the push forward. Dasig.
Oh, wow. You know, these are bonus points
Yeah.
for Dasig. When he gets the set, he scores.
11-7 and LaSalle super time.
Itsura nyo, parang gusto nyo nang ibigay. Ayaw nyo nang gumawa ng paraan. Hindi tayo nagbabasa. Tara, isang pasa lang kailangan natin. Okay? Tapos mag-usap yung nasa harap. Ilan ba yan? Tatlo kayo, di ba? Oo.
Lahat ng dumadating na bola, huwag nyo titigan, galawan nyo, hindi na masasako sa atin yung bola eh, ha? Yung butas mo, ang laki.
Good pass.
Usap. Ay mo!
Well, questioning the desire of the players on the court here. Talking about DLSU. And they'll need to show a lot more desire and a lot more effort if they want to get past the Cabstars here.
And they're hoping for a magnet with that ball. They're saying the ball won't come to you, you got to go to the ball.
Magsino, not that time. Poquita with the setup. Ronquillo. Magsino. Again. And Magsino, it feels like the Cabstars are just taking turns on who takes over this ball game.
But, you know, the fast few rallies, really, Adahar just wants that drop, you know, from Magsino. Kept giving to Magsino, even if they're both out of position, but they get the point.
DLSU staring down the barrel of their first defeat this conference. Kept alive here. And the block doesn't work out for LaSalle as Poquita actually went down with a little pain here as he, on his right knee, it looks like.
No, I saw the ankle roll.
Oh, okay.
But he didn't step on anyone. It was the landing.
It was a landing.
But he looks okay, which is good for LaSalle.
Yeah, he looks ready to keep on fighting. As Ramilo with the serve. Poquita with the setup.
Whoa,
Hampton still can get the point there. Magsino, not that time.
Oh!
And the reply there coming from Ronquillo.
What a tough cross court, and the celebration after. That's what they need. You know, LaSalle needs that. They need something special here.
13-8, absolutely right. They need something special. Campton on the service line.
Whoa!
Oh, the single block from Del Pilar.
You know, that could be that. That's something special. That's stopped by Del Pilar.
Return to sender.
Yeah.
Campton, 14 points. A block, an ace to go with 12 attack points. Oh, and why not? Soriano saying, hey, don't forget about me.
Yeah. Talk about percentages. Soriano has great percentages today.
Na-block si Magsino. They turn to Soriano. And Soriano getting that in. Poquita with the setup.
Oh,
Oh, managing to keep that alive here. Soriano.
good save. That's a good one.
Oh, but the blocking coming to play.
Doria slamming the door on Young Mendoza. You know, everyone's playing well for Cabstars right now.
And it's not just one person. There are so many stars shining here for Cabuyao.
It's everyone, actually.
And a moment of respite here for DLSU EcoOil.
Nerve setting in for Magsino.
Na-excite eh. Adrenaline na yun eh.
He got so many touches.
Oo. Tama mo dyan, hype. Del Pilar, 2 blocks, 4 attacks. Campton looking for Ronquillo. Ronquillo couldn't score then. Ramilo.
Oh, good save.
Great effort being shown, but can they score? Not that time.
Oh!
Del Pilar couldn't reach it, and Poquita's now holding his right arm, right hand. So substitution, or rather timeout here. Second technical timeout, 16-10. We'll be right back. The best cheer dancing competition in the country is back. Catch the UAAP Season 86 cheer dance competition on December 2 at 2 p.m. at the Mall of Asia Arena. Watch it live on One Sports, the UAAP Varsity channel, and on Pilipinas Live. Interesting to see always for us LaSallians. Where will LaSalle end up in the cheer dance competition? As LaSalle here, though, is sinking without a trace against our surging Cabstars team.
Yeah, you know, one thing really that's evident here in the fourth set is Cabstars just pushing and pushing, putting pressure on LaSalle, and you did say they're sinking because they're not responding well.
Well, that was a better response there coming from LaSalle. Speaking of,
Yeah.
6-point lead though. If there was a time to mount a comeback, now is the time.
It is. And, you know, you have Campton and Ronquillo at the back. You want Mendoza to get a lot of touches here. Oh!
And the defense of LaSalle is just not good enough at the moment because the Cabstars have been finding a variety, a catalog of ways to score.
They're just playing it smart, really. You know, not strong hits, just placement, and that's where they're successful. And if it ain't broke, why fix it?
Yeah. And there's just so many players to look out for here. Doria's playing well, Soriano's playing well, Ramilo, Dasig. Magsino. And of course, Centeno's also playing well after seeing a few points out due to an injury. As Young Mendoza pulls that one back.
Yeah, they need that from him. You did say they need to mount a comeback. Or maybe, you know, run the backs, the pipe attacks.
Yeah. DLSU EcoOil facing a stern challenge here. They are the undefeated team of the group, but are looking like, at least at this point, that they are going to take a loss. Ramilo, too much mustard on that one, maybe a bit too much relish. Nagay pa ng konting jalapeno and chili.
Yep. Yeah, we saw that. Now the follow through too long, too high.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a stop LaSalle needs and wants.
And you string together a couple of points, you're back in this ball game. DLSU EcoOil.
Back in business.
Ramilo, oh, that was picture perfect from Ramilo.
Well, you like the way they adjust, really. You know, in this match, they commit an error, they make up for it.
19-13, Cabstars in the ascendancy.
Short pass.
Carnacion now in the ball game, by the way, for Poquita, as LaSalle get the point there.
Well, if you're LaSalle, you cannot just trade points here. You have to make the necessary stops.
Layug on the service line here, trailing by 5, talking about DLSU, 14 serving 19. Ramilo.
Come on.
What a play here from the Cabstars.
And look, Ramilo's still talking to Magsino. They're not happy with that ending, but they still get the point.
Yeah. Well, LaSalle bit on that fake from Magsino hard.
Yeah.
Encarnacion with the setup.
Yeah, that was a great set. Really moving Del Pilar, you know, to the side, so it's not a direct block for Magsino.
Well, Poquita is going to come in again, and as well as Ronquillo. Ventura was also in the game for a moment there. So itong si Poquita, a while ago, we saw may have rolled an ankle. Looked like he was clutching his right arm a while ago. A bit of the walking wounded situation for him.
Yeah. He's gonna sleep well tonight.
Magsino, not that time. We go back to Magsino. There's been a little duel there with Del Pilar. Soft touch.
So smart. They're really going to the drops. You know, Magsino has been checked, but then Ramilo went to the drop again.
And Ramilo, such a key weapon here for the Cabstars. Not even hitting double digits last time around, but a difference maker here today against LaSalle.
Yeah. But you did say key contributions from almost everyone.
Yeah. 15-21. LaSalle trying to get something going, and why not get Ronquillo going?
Yeah, I mean, it is a 5-point lead, yes, but Cabstars still at 21. It ain't done yet.
Oh, Campton. Oh, that's a stinging serve.
Oh, good pass.
Ronquillo scores off the block.
2 straight points for LaSalle.
Well, all of a sudden, a glimmer of hope here for EcoOil LaSalle.
Well, 4 points is actually very manageable. Good serve.
Soriano.
Oh, what a dig!
Poquita with a setup and scoring off the block again. LaSalle aren't just on life support, they are kicking. Timeout on the floor. Let's listen in.
Una-una, hindi tayo makaset ng play kung wala tayong pasa. Yan. Next. Pag na-set sa atin, kaya nga attack siya eh. So, kailangan dinginan natin yung attack natin. Diba, Niki? Pag ginanon mo yan, babagal.
Tatlo pa tayo ha?
Kaya intindihan? O, kailangan natin ma-stop to, ha? Kailangan may stop to.
Tatlo pa yan. Stop. Tsaga na lang tayo at tsaga. Go. Let's go!
Well, the Cabstars look at the scoreboard. Understand their lead is at 3, but then needed to slow down LaSalle's momentum there.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great timeout. Much needed on the side of the Cabstars. But yeah, actually, the last few points really was the passing. The passing of Cabstars. They need to improve on that.
Yeah. Campton, 15 already, 13, 1-1. Blocking an ace, looking for potentially his second ace.
Oh,
Great reception.
Yeah. Chances out. Oh!
They're trying to keep it alive here, but LaSalle are now only 2 down.
They are roaring back here in this match. We shall see how Cabstars respond.
And that is difficult to deal with there. Campton. And the point going LaSalle's way. A net touch, and all of a sudden, it is just a 1-point lead.
Well, there will be a challenge.
Challenging that net touch there. And I believe it is Adahar who is saying that.
Is it my hair?
Yeah. Either that or there may be something in his hair, but probably checking or a bit confused that if it was his hair. So let's see.
I really think it's a good challenge, though, because you want to stop, again, the run of LaSalle.
Yeah, so right now they are checking this. 21-19 is the count here in favor of Cabstars. If LaSalle get this challenge, or LaSalle is in LaSalle's favor, they will go up to within 21-20. So it's a challenge, by the way, of the Cabstars, not of LaSalle, as we corrected the graphic. As they are checking the replay monitors here, so I believe they are checking the hair
The hair.
of Adahar.
Zoom in, zoom in.
Yeah, they're working on it. They're working on it. Kasi black din yung hair ni Adahar eh. Black din yung net natin. Kaya,
Inconclusive.
oo. So, I don't know. We will see the decisions they'll make here. Sobrang naka-zoom in na po yung sa challenge system natin. Video challenge system. As the 21-19 is the count here. But then, you know, the Cabstars are... this is probably the toughest test that they've had this entire game, trying to hold off a rally from DLSU. As we try to take a look at that here. So, watch this. As he goes down there.
I don't see any.
Yeah. No net touch is the count. So, point will be replayed.
Yeah. Because it was a call of the referee. But, you know, for me, we're going to see the effect of this long lull, you know, on this set. Because that's what Cabstars want, you know, to freeze LaSalle right now.
And that's exactly what they did, by the way, in set number 2, I believe, wherein Campton could not get the serve, or rather set number 1. And a bit of a longer wait here. (21-19). All right, so we're ready to get going again. Now that was a long break.
It was. Let's see how LaSalle responds to the challenge.
And Campton had to warm up a bit, even more extra ahead of this. Good serve, great reception. Soriano.
Oh!
And LaSalle pulled within 1 anyway.
Boy, that was a huge stop. Especially on a player that's been playing so well.
Yeah.
We're talking about Soriano, and Ronquillo just stops that. We got a game here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your hats as Compton will try again.
Oh!
Sends it straight to the net. And Compton sinks to the ground as Cabstars are looking to pull even further. 2-point lead here.
That's huge.
Man, that is huge because it could have been either a tied ball game or 2-point lead. Now can the Cabstars answer back? Garcia on the service line. Safe serve here.
Yeah.
Poquita looking for Ronquillo.
Oh, still alive. Oh, not anymore. So fast.
That may be one of my favorite bits of commentary as we relive that again. Still alive. Not anymore.
Oh, Ronquillo has been big here in the 4th set.
And LaSalle still here, pounding away as Eugene Gloria is on the service line here.
Oh!
And again, finding that space behind the blockers, the Cabstars, 2 away.
Again, great decision making by Adahar going to Doria. Right? The blockers are there, and they're tall blockers.
Yep. No fear at it.
No fear.
Tasig here for Cabuyao.
Ooh.
Ooh, and LaSalle within 1. The Cabstars giving that crucial point back. And it is the captain, J.M. Ronquillo, on the service line here for LaSalle. Can they complete the comeback here?
Tense moments.
Soriano.
Oh!
And Soriano, the difference at the moment.
I mean, he was stopped a couple of times, but oh, so good.
Timeout here. Let's listen in.
Kaya pa yan. Isang pasa muna tayo. Isang pasa, patay, ha? May chance pa, may chance pa.
Nasa gitna si Yoyo? Oo. Dudo. Rick. Tapos yung. Dalawa. Yun na lang pwede natin ano. Kailangan may... Papantayan na talaga si Yoyong yan. Papantayan na yung ganyan. So kunin mo to. Yung, diskarte. Ha? Tapos... Go!
Tara! Kaya, kakapitan! Kayaan mo!
Timing.
Well, encouraging words there as they try to prevent the Cabstars from coming away with this one. Yoyong Mendoza in particular was a focus in that last huddle.
Well, it's actually, LaSalle just needs to dig deep. We have to say you're facing match point.
Soriano looking to end it. Soriano with the serve.
Oh!
And, still got across though.
Oh.
Ramilo just punched that up. Poquita. Mendoza unable to get that in what was one of the stranger endings we saw to this game. The Cabstars stay alive and EcoOil get their first loss. Well, what a game between these two.
I mean, it was an anticlimactic ending, you know, a missed receive that was saved, and then a set to the net that was saved, then a hitting error. I mean, what a crazy ending to what is a really good game.
Well, DLSU's late comeback falls short, and the Cabstars shine through, now all knotted up with a 4-1 record to end the pool phase. Let's see how the rest of the games here play for the rest of the pool to find out how it all ends up. But a 3-1 win for the Cabstars. We'll be right back with more analysis. Don't go away.
from Paco Arena, Manila. First game of your Friday triple header. We had two top-notch teams in the Cabuyao. Cabstars dominated against DLS EcoOil. And with me is player of the game, none other than Salle Soriano with 14 points, 14 attacks, and 8 excellent digs. Salle, you had a great percentage today in terms of attacking efficiency together with your teammates dahil nga evenly distributed yung bola. So, gaano ka-importante na dependable at instrumental lahat kayo, bawat isa? Gaano ka-importante na dependable at instrumental kayo, bawat isa nagtutulungan kayo?
Siyempre, unang-una, talagang pinag-aral namin yung Lasal para makuha namin itong panalong ito. And siyempre, yung unang-una, thank you pa din kay God kung bakit binigay sa amin to.
At syempre, kanina din, Sauri, kitang-kita yung confidence nyo sa court all throughout the 4 sets. So, gaano ka-importante yung confidence sa isa't isa?
Kasi bago kami punta dito, talaga nag-usap-usap kami kung paano kami lumaban. Pag punta dito, dapat buo kami. Mataas yung confidence namin, kaya siguro nakuha namin to.
And you guys got the first defeat of DLSU EcoOil. May gusto ka bang batiin, Sauri?
Ano po? Ito.
May gusto kang batian?
Meron po. Siyempre, unang-una po, binabati ko po si Boss G and si Mayor Hain din ha. And siyempre yung pamilya ko, mga taga Cavite, hello po sa inyo. Hello po sa mga mamshi ko dyan. Hello. Si Boss G din po. Ingat po. See you soon.
Congratulations. Again, Saudi, ang ganda ng lashes mo. And also, let's stay tuned because the Perps are going against the Eagles in our next game.
Thank you very much. That was Alexis Tinsay with that report, with that interview as well with Saudi Soriano. And let's take a look at the final score here. 3-1 in favor of the Cabstars against DLSU, giving them their first loss. And what an entertaining set number 4 that was.
Yeah, and you know, really, Salle Soriano pretty much summed up why the Cabstars won. They came here buo.
Yeah.
You know, buo yung loob eh. So you know that they really wanted it. We did say they're not the tallest of teams, but they make up for all of that with the heart and the will to win. And they showed us, I mean, great all-around volleyball by everyone. I mean, everyone that they put in was so focused on the game. That's why they won it as a total team effort.
Yeah, and not only that, you know, you take a look at the fact that they nullified one of the strengths here of DLSU, the blocking department. They said that they studied LaSalle, and it showed in the game.
Yeah, I mean, they kept going to the drops, right? And, you know, that totally, like, dismantled the defense of LaSalle. So it's just them playing with heart and playing smart.
Well, they played smart, they played researched, and of course, they came away with the win and makes the race in who will be a lot more interesting. 2 more games here in the Spikers Turf Invitational. Up next, Ateneo Fudgy Bar going against Perpetual Help. And afterwards, Alpha Omega going against Chef on a Diet, FEU, for our 5 o'clock fixture. Thank you very much for joining us here at the Paco Arena. I'm Paolo De Rosario alongside Noringo. Alexis Tinsay was our courtside reporter today. We'll see you again for the next games.